It's been almost a year since Mr. V-Shred has uploaded anything to his channel, and with me being a nosy son of a gun, this obviously got me curious as to why a channel with over 2.3 million subscribers would just stop uploading out of the blue. And it's exactly this curiosity that drove me down the rabbit hole that is V-Shred's the company, and led me to a $4 million lawsuit settlement, as well as a new lawsuit that's still ongoing as of filming this video. Strap in folks, because in my opinion, for legal reasons, we're in for one of the most unique fitness scams that I have ever seen. So before we get into the two lawsuits that Mr. Shred is involved with, we need to cover a little bit of his backstory, because trust me, things will just make a lot more sense later on. I mean, I'm sure that most of the people watching this video are familiar with Vincent. My man was kind of famous for giving out terrible fitness advice on his YouTube channel and for spamming people with god-awful ads all over Instagram and YouTube.
So this is our body type quiz. It's a free quiz. It's 6 different questions, super easy. It takes like literally 20 seconds. You can do it right now. And then at the end of it, it tells you what your body type is, but it also tells you the 3 most important things to do based on what your body type is, and it's completely free.
But I think his backstory makes all of this even funnier, because unlike many evidence-based grifters that we have in the space nowadays, you know, the types of guys that are flexing their bogus PhDs on you to convince you that they know what they're talking about, my man V-Shreds doesn't claim to have any sort of scientific expertise. My guy was a male underwear model before he started grifting it up on YouTube. I mean, I did struggle to find any more of his modeling gigs besides this one, although while scrolling through his social media to do research for this video, I did find something even stranger, which are the birthday posts he makes for his girlfriends. Like in 2019, he posted, "Happy birthday and shout out to my champagne-loving, Kardashian-obsessing, immune system-lacking partner in crime." Which, you know, fine, who cares, regular birthday post. But then like a year ago, he posted on Instagram with a different girl, "Happy 21st birthday to my adventure-seeking, sports-loving, go-getting, sexy-ass partner in crime." You can tell this guy's into internet marketing, like bro has a template for everything. Anyways, with Vince's experience as a schlong model, he decided to start V-Shreds, right? Well, wrong. He partnered up with 2 other frat bros to start his company, and by the looks of things, it seems like he was the last one to be added to the group. I did find this old-ass Instagram post from 2019 that was posted by a co-founder of Sculpt Nation, which V-Shred falls under, I guess. And the guy says that he met his 2 other business partners at Coachella in 2011, which if you thought that V-Shred couldn't get any more frat bro-y, well, there you go. I mean, I just refuse to believe people like this exist. Every victory I have, I share with these gladiators. Every fall, they're there to pick me up. Bruh, y'all scam moms and dads online that just want to lose weight. Y'all ain't doing no gladiator shit. The only thing these guys might be fighting is their sexuality. But anyways, with that aside, now you have a clear picture of the kind of people we're talking about in this video. I mean, the only people shadier than this are the people that are not subscribed to Zoorp, because as we all know, Zoorp subscribers are just moral angels with no fault at all. But okay, while the lawsuits that we will get into definitely showcase the extremes of this shady behavior, it's not like nobody expected this guy and his company to end up in a large $4 million lawsuit. We're talking about a guy that blatantly, in my opinion, for legal reasons, plagiarized Athlenex videos for years, the guy that was peddling fake body type quizzes to people, the guy who came up with the brilliant idea to fake being on the Joe Rogan podcast to promote his garbage fitness plans. Like, if I had to pick anyone in the fitness industry to end up in a large lawsuit, it would be Mike Chang. But if I had to pick a second guy to end up in a large lawsuit, V-Shreds would be my pick. But even with saying all of that, these 2 lawsuits still came as a surprise to me. Because if you had to guess what the first lawsuit was about, like if you had $1 million on the line, the Martians have the dead beam pointed at Earth and you better hit it, what would you guess the lawsuit was about? I mean, my personal guess would be, I don't know, they sued them for deceptive marketing practices or for selling a supplement that doesn't do what it promises. But no, it was none of these. My man V-Shred was sued over user data privacy. The class action lawsuit cited violations of the Federal Video Privacy Protection Act and the violation of Florida's Security of Communications Act, which I feel like you can tell by their name what they're meant to protect against. Allegedly, and you'll see why I'm saying allegedly in a bit, Mr. V was selling and sharing personal user data to companies like Facebook and Google without user consent using tracking pixels, which, if like me, you had no fucking clue what a tracking pixel is, apparently it's a 1x1 pixel image that is loaded when a user visits a web page or opens an email, and it can apparently be used to track things like, oh, I don't know, your activities on the website or your activities during an email session, and you know, it can apparently be used to track things like, I don't know, your IP address, you know, just small stuff like that. Now, tracking pixels exist, they're real, and they're not explicitly illegal if their use is being disclosed to the user beforehand, but let's be honest, do you think Mr. V-Shred was doing all that? I mean, if he was, he wouldn't end up in a $4 million lawsuit, let me tell you that. But to get back to the reason why I'm saying allegedly is because, well, it was a settlement. V-Shred never admitted any wrongdoing, but they still decided to pay out the $4 million. And this tells you two things. First of all, I mean, come on. I'm not trying to imply anything here for legal reasons, but no innocent man just decides to pay out $4 million if they're truly innocent. In my opinion, of course, for legal reasons again. But second of all, holy shit, if they can just pay out $4 million like it's nothing, that must mean they're making bank on these poor moms and uncles out here. It truly doesn't pay to be a man with morals nowadays. And I'm being for real. If you were a customer of V-Shreds or if you took one of those terrible body type quizzes, you're eligible for a, get this, a $10 payout. Or less. Companies get to allegedly sell your data and make money off of you, and you can buy yourself a nice McDonald's meal for the troubles. Well, of course, if you spend a bunch of time dicking around and submitting claims for those $10. And this is just one of the two lawsuits that we'll talk about in this video. Now, while V-Shred was the one to get sued for this, a similar thing happened to me when I was making a video on Greg Doucette's return policy. In that video, without me signing up nor giving them my consent, they started sending me marketing emails, and they even subscribed me to their shitty newsletter that I had to manually unsubscribe from, even though my email was in their little text box for less than a minute without me submitting it anywhere. These types of practices are becoming more and more common in the fitness space because even if you don't end up buying anything on the website, they can still make money off of you. If these giant companies like Google and Facebook are willing to go to these extremes to get your data, that should show you just how valuable it is for them. I used to work with Meta's ad manager a bit during my last job. I know, a YouTuber had a job before, fucking crazy, dude. But even with my limited time that I spent with it, let me tell you, it's kind of scary how narrowly you can target advertisements nowadays. This means that people that do marketing for these big fitness companies can find even more manipulative ways to get you to buy crap that you don't need. And while I understand that the average person that watches my videos would never fall for a scummy ad of this nature, you're probably not the person that they're targeting in the first place. Think about it. How much do your mom, your uncle, or your 50-year-old next-door neighbor know about fitness? The answer is probably not much. And for them, a guy with a nice haircut and a body that's not freakishly big is the be-all and end-all authority when it comes to fitness knowledge. So while this might sound silly to us, the truth is that most people that are buying fitness products live outside of the online fitness bubble. Your aunt that wants to lose 15 pounds and put on a little bit of muscle is not going to watch old Chris Jones videos where he tells her how to get a back so wide that bitches want a piggyback ride. And believe it or not, and this might be crazy to some people, the average person is not watching Ronnie squatting 800 pounds for 2 reps every single day upon waking up. But okay, what's the second lawsuit all about? I mean, surely it can't get any more scummy than allegedly sharing user data without their consent. Well, the second one is not as weird as the first one, but don't get it twisted. It's just as scummy. The second ongoing lawsuit was filed because apparently the plaintiff believes that V-Shred is using fake discounts to create a false sense of urgency, stating that V-Shred, the store, never sells its products at a regular price that it advertises, and that the discounts are always on. The guy that's suing says he purchased a product from V-Shred back in 2024, believing that he's getting a discount, and he points out that he wouldn't have made that decision if he knew that the discount was fake. I think this one is easier to write off. I mean, I can already see somebody commenting, well, if you fall for those fake discounts, you deserve to get scammed. Who cares? Just be smarter, dude. But I think this take is a bit too narrow-minded. I mean, nobody has infinite knowledge across all fields, other than, of course, YouTubers that do political commentary. I mean, those guys can never be wrong about anything. But if we take, for example, a super successful car mechanic that spent decades perfecting his craft, that guy has no fucking idea what a fitness program should cost, and it's these people that need help with their diet and exercise the most that always end up getting screwed over in the end. This lawsuit is still ongoing, so we'll have to see how it plays out, but with that being said, I'm kind of glad that V-Shred hasn't uploaded anything in over a year. His last few uploads did flop hard. I mean, bro's last 4 videos got less views than the average Zoorp video, which is very embarrassing for a channel with over 2 million subscribers, but the company is not doing much better on other platforms. I mean, on Instagram, the pinned post has less than 200 likes, which is not bad, but it just doesn't seem fitting for a page with over 1.4 million followers, and as they say, 8.6 million Facebook fans. Anyways, it does bring a smile to my face knowing that V-Shred hasn't uploaded anything in over a year. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Zoorplings, watch this video where we go over 3 OG fitness creators. One of the biggest fitness scammers of all time is in that video, so I'm sure you'll love it if you like this one. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Zoorp out.